I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Hostin's obsession with race gets thrown back in her face.
It was a day Sunny Hostin would always remember, but not for the reasons she'd hope. Greg Gutfeld didn't just criticize her latest self-made controversy, he completely dismantled it. What followed was a meltdown so awkward that you won't want to miss a single moment. So, what sparked this heated confrontation? Sunny's comments about her family's surprising historical connections and the way she presented them left her co-hosts, the audience, and the internet reeling in disbelief. Before we unpack the chaos, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Trust me, you'll want to see how Gutfeld tore apart Sunny's narrative live on air. Subscribed? Great. Let's dive in.
Hostin's obsession with race gets thrown back in her face. Today's video comes to us from Sunny Hostin. Sounds like a town. We're in Sunny Hostin. She was on PBS's Finding Your Roots, a show dedicated to researching celebrity ancestry.
Oh, I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Yeah. So how are you feeling, my friend?
I think it's actually pretty interesting that my husband and I have shared roots.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. And I think it's great for our children to know this information. I guess it's a fact of life that this is how some people made their living, on the backs of others.
Fact of life. Interesting change of tune. For more, we go to our chief Sunny Hostin correspondent for a reaction.
Sunny Hostin, a frequent critic of America's history, recently found herself entangled in the height of irony. During an episode of PBS's Finding Your Roots, Sunny discovered that her ancestors weren't solely victims of systemic oppression, they were also slaveholders. That's right, her third great-grandfather was revealed to have owned at least one person, and Sunny's expression said it all. Gutfeld wasted no time highlighting the hypocrisy. Known for frequently playing the race card and attributing nearly every issue to systemic racism, Sunny's newly uncovered family history starkly contradicted her usual stance. And Gutfeld? He delivered that message with razor-sharp precision.
Well, first, I just want to go on the record to let everyone know that I am very much against slavery.
Okay, good.
Very brave to say that on this panel. Karma, definitely. I mean, it's one thing. It's going to be so awkward on new episodes of The View when she tries to pull the race card.
Yes.
And then she's like, America is racist. And then they're like, yeah, they might be racist, but they're not like slave owner racist. like somebody that we...
That's so true.
Yeah. She could have maybe done better. Okay, here's the thing. One thing, and I wouldn't have even actually not give her any is she said, well, I guess that's just what they did back then.
Yeah.
She should have followed that up with saying something along the lines of, and I understand that that's a departure from the way I've talked about this before. That was to me, the one thing that was missing.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's okay, now that you have this information, have you had any personal growth? Do you think about things differently? You have to acknowledge that. Yeah. Because when you're presented with new information, it's okay to change your mind. It's good to change your mind, but you should acknowledge that has happened.
If she is shaming descendants of this, will she continue to do that when she is now one of them, Dana? And it is funny. She is so wrapped up in identity, and she had no idea who she was.
Well, now we understand why she always makes Whoopi get the coffee. I don't know. That's not true.
That's not true.
But you think about things that she said and how offensive they are.
Yeah.
Well, karma.
Yeah, it is karma.
Gutfeld questioned the authenticity of Sunny's response, asking, now that you know your family's history, are you going to rethink your constant lectures on systemic racism and oppression? He emphasized how Sunny frequently criticizes others for historical injustices, but seemed to gloss over her own ancestors' actions. Wasting no time, Gutfeld mocked her shock and her ancestors' involvement in slavery, sarcastically remarking, "It was just what they did back then." This led Gutfeld to his main argument: hypocrisy. Sunny can call America racist all day long, but when it comes to her own history, it's suddenly just an inconvenient truth. His sharp critique struck a chord with viewers, many of whom took to social media to highlight the glaring double standard. Sunny's reaction to the revelation about her ancestry wasn't just surprising, it was out of touch. Gutfeld pointed out the irony of someone so deeply invested in identity politics being unaware of her own identity. He even joked, "Now we know why she makes Whoopi get the coffee." While meant as a light-hearted jab, the comment reflected a larger issue. Sunny's obsession with race and identity often hinders her ability to engage in meaningful, constructive dialogue. This segment wasn't just a critique, it was a reality. Check. A mirror was held up to Sunny, forcing her to face the contradictions in her rhetoric. And let's just say, she wasn't ready for that kind of self-reflection.
If she is shaming descendants of this, will she continue to do that when she is now one of them?
As expected, the internet exploded. Clips of Gutfeld's takedown went viral within hours, with fans applauding him for voicing what many were already thinking. One user commented, "Sunny Hostin discovering her ancestors were slaveholders is the plot twist no one saw coming. But Greg Gutfeld's reaction? Pure gold." Another chimed in. Sunny's hypocrisy finally caught up with her, and Gutfeld nailed it. Meanwhile, Sunny's defenders argued that the backlash was unfair, claiming she was merely processing new and unexpected information. However, for many, her dismissive tone and lack of accountability only intensified the criticism. Gutfeld's takedown wasn't just about Sunny. It served as a broader critique of how race, history, and accountability are often approached. He highlighted how some people weaponize identity politics while conveniently ignoring their own contradictions. Sunny's story is a reminder that none of us are untouched by the complexities of history. But the bigger question remains: how do we confront those truths? For Sunny, the answer seemed to be deflection, a response that didn't sit well with Gutfeld or the viewers. This clash between Gutfeld and Sunny Hostin wasn't just another viral moment. It was a reflection of the cultural divide we see today. Gutfeld's sharp critique of Sunny's reaction and ongoing hypocrisy resonated with viewers, sparking debates about accountability and identity politics. So, what do you think? Was Gutfeld right to call out Sunny, or do you think she handled the revelation appropriately? Let us know in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more bold opinions, fiery debates, and viral moments.